The only real loss, in my opinion, is if you don't get anything out of it. And we had growth out of this week, and significant growth in two regards. I think one is that we felt it was time to do some line juggling, and I thought that paid big dividends for us because we just felt so much better. I know as a staff on the bench, we felt we're throwing out more consistent firepower, moving L'Esperance with Jackson and Reitmeyer. Got a great game out of those two players. Jacko scored 2 goals for us, 2 big goals. And, Reitmeyer looked like a rejuvenated player. So that helped. Joel has that ability. Great players can make players around him better. And Joel is a great college player. He makes players around him better. He makes things go. And then we put back that BC line that we had together a couple of years ago with Baltus and Lucchini and Gillies. And Alex didn't play Friday. He was one day away from being able to play, so he played Saturday. And that line gave us a good effort in the game. Stamen's line again was good, and then Smitty with Beretta and Gouldy gives us another line that has, Smitty's a 20-point guy, Gavin's a 20-point guy. We have a good size, strength, and energy guy in Beretta. So it gave us more balance in our firepower. So we got that out of the weekend, and that's a tremendous positive going forward.
Taken away, and the Huskies start back. Jackson walking in. Quick scores! Jackson with the goal! What a shot past Lecuvier!
I don't know. I think the past few games, my legs have started to feel really good and get comfortable, but I know I had another level. I was talking to Smitty after the game, and he said that he knows I'm always really engaged when I'm playing the body and whatnot. So I think that I was doing that, and that kind of gets you fired up a little bit, gets you a little mad at the other team, and get you going a little bit more.
Probably the line change was a significant factor for Jacko and Reitmeyer's involvement in the game, playing with Joel, as we mentioned, is a big thing. But you'll see Jacko, when he's into a game, you'll see him throw his body around. So he drove to the net. Unfortunate call on him. He was hooked pretty hard and was called, and he was called for a penalty on that. But he played a lot of the game in hard ice, and a guy like him with his talent, his size and strength, his power, is going to have success when he's getting opportunities in hard ice areas.
High stick. Huskies going to have a 5-on-3. Delayed call in front. Pass. Just scores! Huskies tie the game up, and it's Jackson with his second goal of the game.
We just had a nice little quick transition there. I was coming down the right side. I saw Joel going to the net, and I was originally going to shoot low far pad, so it would just pop out to him in the slot there, but the goalie was just leaning a little bit, so I fired it up top corner, and it ended up hitting the post and going in, so that was good. And then the second one was power play, and puck ended up behind the net, and Brickley high-sticked me. And I don't know if he thought it wasn't a penalty or what, but he was complaining to the ref. And while the play ended up going to Smitty and then going to backdoor to Misiak, and I just beat Brickley back to the net while he was complaining and got a little tap in there. So it was nice.
And in that game Friday, that was the talk. Fellas, play over it. Let's go. And Mankato was able to score with very talented veteran players up front who are used to getting it done in the crunch. They were able to score in the delayed penalty and then scored shortly after the power play was served. So they capitalized really on both ends of it and were able to open up into a 3-1 lead and break open a 1-1 game. Saturday, I just thought that I'm just proud of the way that our guys competed the entire way through. There's really, there's not a lot of ways you can say it. We played hard. That game did not indicate us getting 9 penalties in the third period. And what I'm proud of with our guys is that they didn't take matters into their own hands and they handled themselves. And that'll pay dividends down the road. That discipline will pay dividends. Nothing was going to change in that hockey game on Saturday night once the flow got going a certain way. Nothing was going to change. And another growth on the weekend was penalty kill. We held them, I think, for 7 straight, a high potent power play before they scored. So I think there was growth that we came out of the weekend better than when we went into it, and that's not, you can't often say that with 2 losses.
Over, and the Huskies get it outside of the zone. Misiak will pick it up out of the box. Misiak walking in, quick scores! Misiak, he buried it! Top shelf over the corner, out of the penalty box, and the Huskies tie this game up 1-1 with 16:31 remaining.